Hello everyone, I hope you all got set and engaging and insightful season today. Today we are talking about corruption. Before we start our topic, I would like to ask one question. Did you all heard corruption before? I guess you all got heard about it since it was the famous issue that caused a country become poor and undeveloped. Since this type of issue, we need to understand about the cause of corruption and find the scheme to solve it. Let me explain to you what is corruption and cause of corruption. Firstly, corruption is an abuse of power based on a person's action. It's the symbol that indicates a person that have authority or powerful rights takes unfair advantages and benefits from others. This type of issue is not just frustrating and it impacts everyone in some way. For example, you can see some country is very poor and undeveloped. This is the reason that caused by corruption. But why does corruption will happen? Well, there are some main causes behind it. There is greedy, low salaries and economic necessity, and lack of transparency in public procurement. These are the key factors that failing around the world. To overcome this kind of corruption, we need to understand them. So stick together. We are unpack these causes in details. Let's begin.
So, let's move on for the first point. Greedy, a culture that mainly focuses on maximum the profit, and this will leading to unethical behavior and the corruption in the financial institution. The mindset will drive individuals and the organization to prioritize personal gains ahead of integrity and the ethical principle. It may cause fraudulent activity to happen. So, why does it arise? It comes from a natural human desire to own more things and gain the social power. Without a strong moral to keep it in check, the desire will out of control, and this also will leading to corruption and a circle of dishonesty and the failures in the society. To stop this, we need to build a fairness, honesty, and care for others. This is the only way to address the root cause of greed to build a better society.
The second cause of corruption is the lack of transparency in public procurements. So some of you may be wondering what public procurement is. Public procurement is the process where public authorities like government or local authorities purchase goods, works, or services from suppliers. It is aimed to improve the quality of public services for citizens. However, the lack of transparency in public procurements fosters corruptions. Politicians tend to abuse their position to engage in corruptions. This is because the government contracts are often awarded without public tenders. For example, diverting funds away from critical areas like healthcare and education through government contract with the public sector. A good example for this is the 1MDB scandal, in which billions of Malaysian ringgits were misappropriated, leading to the conviction of prominent figures such as the former Prime Minister Najib Razak. Furthermore, confidentiality in information during procurement processes creates opportunities to conduct corruptions when there is lack of oversight or fair competitions. It can happen during each step of the process. For example, during the bidding process, companies may rig their bids using political connections and win contracts. And during tender process, the selection criteria may be tailored to favor a particular companies, which undermine the fair competitions. Next, the lack of transparency in evaluation process also cause corruptions to happen, where companies' contracts get awarded without scrutiny. One of the examples would be in the Sarawak Road Upgrade project, where two of the company's director has been arrested on suspicion of corruptions and their submissions of false claims worth 10 millions of Malaysian ringgits.
Lastly, low salary and economic necessity is another main cause of corruption, especially the corruption among junior public servants and entry-level government workers, such as teachers, clerks, and police. When this individual cannot earn enough money to meet their basic needs like food, housing, and healthcare, They may feel pressure to seek additional income through unethical means. This often leads to a surprise of engaging in minor corrupt practice as the mechanism to survive. For example, in Malaysia, the entry-level police officer highlight how low salary can lead to corruption. For the first recruit or officer in lower ranks, their income is often insufficient to support a family, especially in city areas where the cost of living is higher. As a solution to this financial pressure, some officials will ask the copy trick or small price from the individual that trying to avoid their funds for minor offense. So what actually is copy trick? Copy trick is a term widely known in Malaysia, refer to small price offered to public official, particularly traffic police, to avoid fines or other penalties. But in my opinion, minors, this practice undermines public trust in law enforcement and reflects broader issues such as low wage, weak enforcement, and abuse of power, which normalize corruption in society. The widespread corruption caused by low salary reflects the system failure rather than a lack of personal ethics. Insufficient salary for public servants reflects poor resource management and a lack of focus on fair compensation. However, improving salary alone is not enough. Without fair salary, anti-corruption training, and strict monitoring, workers are easily tempted by corruption, which affects public trust and allows unethical behavior to persist. To address this issue, the government must focus on increasing wage, strengthening law, and ensure strict monitoring to detect and prevent corrupt practice.
Corruption is a major issue often caused by low wage, lack of transparency, and weak system. Blaming individual is easy, but the real problem lies in firm governance and adequate accountability. To fight corruption, we need a comprehensive approach. First, promoting ethics and integrity through education, awareness, and strict enforcement of standards is crucial. Teaching the value of honesty help foster ethical behavior. Second, transparency system reduce opportunity for corruption. Open processes build trust and ensure fairness for all. Lastly, paying public employees fairly reduce financial pressure and discourage unethical decisions. By addressing these root causes, we can create a society where corruption is rare, fairness prevails, and trust in institutions grows. Together, we can build a brighter, more transparent future. Thank you.